Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 77, day 2, and of course it is a brown day today. So, of course, main goal of today is to go and completely destroy Guild Wars, or at least that's the hope anyways. We're currently winning as far as our guild is concerned, so that's a good sign. However, never mind, we actually aren't because how many more battles we have, so never mind, we're actually losing right now. But we are currently kind of right in the middle. Where are we compared to the guild we're currently against? So they don't have most of their battles in, so they're probably about even, if not slightly higher than us, though. So probably about dead center then. It's a little bit higher because we already have their battles in. And unfortunately, that screen doesn't really show you, so it might be a little bit harder today because it looks like our guild didn't do as good then. If we have almost all the battles in then. Actually, it's not too much of a difference compared to yesterday, assuming we go perfect score and the other person does as well. And that should be about even, assuming that is the case. Anyways, as far as Brown Guild War Day, we might change it up. What we're currently running is right over here. It is Mountain Crusher, Sir Quentin Hadley, Templar, and Wild Queen. I run this as a Yagwe Queen Titania anti-team, mostly because, as you can see, we're up against Yagwe Queen Titania. This team I specifically created to try to counter Yagwe Queen Titania, because it is like 90% of what you face on Brown Day. The main reason for this is Tapon and that one Summer Troop both transform brown into red. And for that reason, yeah, you kind of want to avoid that. Or, you know, you kind of need like an anti-counter to that team. Otherwise, they're just going to hit you way too hard and it just all crumbles. So we have our red to green convert. That gets Wild Queen going, and as most Wild Queen teams go, it kind of just wins from there. So that is pretty much the game plan here. I also want to switch to Enrage rather than go in the Explosion. I think for this kind of instance, it's actually better to go for the Enrage. So we will actually do that for the extra damage output and to be able to hit through traits. We're getting rid of a little bit of mana and a little bit of explosion, but overall should be fine. Still got our barrier, still got everything else, got our extra damage. Actually, yeah, we still want to go stun instead of the other thing. In case they have like hero up front, which they actually do in this particular instance. They can potentially do an entangle. I don't think he currently has one. No, he's currently using Titan, which also means we can't actually stun it, but we can stun Yagwe and stuff like that once we get to that point. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Bill! Hello Defiant! Hello Isabel! Hello DeCreel! Today you ran Mountain Crusher, Sycorax, King Bloodwood, and Grey King. Interesting. Using Sycorax to kind of just fill up Grey King to kind of spam. King Bloodwood, that's a troop I haven't used for a very long time. He does have that nice little like double effect thing going. You can just kind of spam Sycorax forever. I'm still not a huge fan of Sycorax. I feel like his startup is a little bit risky for Guild Wars. It can definitely work. Like, when it works really, really well. My concern is that he's not that good at making a comeback. Like, when he falls behind, he's staying behind. Also, it seems a bit risky putting him in second slot. Like, he's your primary mana generator. And I feel like Yagwe would kill it too quick. Which is my biggest concern here. I'm not sure how many Yagwe Queen Titanias you were up against today. But that thing looping at the start is my biggest concern with pretty much any team we're going to run. There's so many other things I would probably run for Brown Day if it wasn't for the fact that this team exists. Is because it gets a really hefty start if you don't do something about it right away. Which is always concerning. Hello, gosh, how do you say that? Redline K? Okay, I see. It's multiple words. I was going to try reading that as one word. Hello, Captain. With 3 medals of Orpheus, it is 30 to 40% chance to cleanse. Actually, it's lower than that. With 3 medals of Orpheus, I believe it is a 20 or low 30-something% chance, because they have diminishing return per thing. Like, it's not like a guarantee every single time. Like, it's not additive. I forget exactly what the percent is. There's a bunch of data on it for every single one. But I believe it is high 20-something or very low 30-something for cleanse chance when you're using 3 medals. I forget which, if you count your initial 10% combined with all the other 10%. I believe it's low 30%. I forget the exact number, and I do not have a link to the current data on that. But it's definitely lower than 40%. Hello, Marcelo! Hello, DeCreel. Welcome, welcome. Okay, anyways, I think we'll stick with this. I was considering maybe revamping. If it wasn't for all the Yagwe Queen Titanias, I probably would. But if nothing else, it gives Sir Quentin Hadley something to do. I actually really like the troop. Has a lot of potential. Used in very few teams. I pretty much only use it in this and guards avatar teams. But 50% night bonus. It's not the best of typing, but it's still a typing that has some usage. Anyways, I think we'll run with this. We are in brown. Let me go make sure I have the thing set correctly. So we do not want 20% mana start. I think we just want 3 seasons. And just try rushing down with damage. Because I don't think we really need the magic. And we kind of just need a survivability. And one nice thing about seasons is very high survivability. We could go for some cleanse too. However, in this particular lineup, we do not need cleanse. However, some battles we might. Also, all those offers are not worth it. The orb is never worth it. Because there's literally only one drop you profit off of, and that's when you get a blue. The crafting material is never worth it. Indeeds could potentially be, but other than purple and Imperials, not really worth going for the most part. Particularly Imperials are the ones you want to aim for. I don't even go for purples anymore since we already maxed out all the important purple kingdoms, which are of course the magic-related ones. Anyways, let's get into this guild war already. Fight it down, go from there. Also, we are Paragon right now, so we do have a lot more stats than normal, which will be advantageous to our capabilities of winning even harder, which should give us potentially an even higher chance of going perfect score. But of course, you can still get trolled by a given team or so. And it is brown day, yes? Okay, good. Also, I don't have a proper brown shirt that will not green screen, so I'm wearing orange. Try to match the color of the day. I still need to find a dark brown shirt, though. I'll take that over for now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't double check alignment. Mistakes have been made. I might have already failed. Let's see. We might already be dead. We might already be dead. Luckily we're not. Barely. We'll take all that. Hopefully we have alignment here. Oh, the comeback! The comeback is very strong. Alright, we'll throw that down. The comeback. It is very real. Purple to yellow. No. Green to skulls. Yes. However, Wild Queen first. So we'll do that. Boom. Now we do green. Oh, yes, we still have it. Good. Now we do green to skull. The comeback. The instant comeback. And that's why we use this team. We were about to lose, and then boom! Not to lose. Single turn, wipe entire team. And, oh, not Yagway Queen of Tanya. What does this do again? Oh, yeah, brown. I'm not going to have too much brown on the board. For the most part, Raph, as long as we get going before Raph, we should be fine. I just need to make sure I actually pay attention to the alignment on the purple to yellow there. And we should be fine. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake, not double checking the alignment on Tapon there. You can get some really good value. How do we want to take this? I can actually get a brown, a purple, and a yellow. I guess we go for it then. It's quite a bit of mana. So we got that. He'll take a thing. Unfortunately, he gets extra turn off of Sky, but luckily his Mercy doesn't do anything. So that's all fine. Let's go for a Mountain Crusher there. That gives us pretty much all the starting mana we need. Unfortunately, we do have a freeze there, and I did not have an anti-measure towards it. I believe we have alignment there, don't we? No, we do not. Never mind. I think we just go for Mountain Crusher and hope we're unfrozen for next turn. And even if we're not, we can still throw a Wild Queen for pretty good value. As long as he doesn't do something crazy right now. Okay, he hasn't yet. So we can risk Wild Queen here, I think is our best bet. We're also not frozen on anything, so we can go for this convert and see what our follow-up is. Or we're not frozen on green, I mean. We are frozen on a few things. But green is not one of them, so we'll go for that for the extra bit of armor. We'll do this and hopefully get alignment. Oh, we do miss the extra turn. That is very devastating. But we should have a really good follow-up turn. However, it looks like he's going to get a kill out of it. Possibly even 2 kills. Ooh, ouch. Okay, maybe we should have just skull spammed him out. Down. Raph getting a lot of value there, and with only 11 attack, he's still doing pretty good there. Wild Queen will probably be our next best bet to get full mana on. I'm concerned about Mercy, but it's not really going to do anything. It'll do a little thing right over there, but I can actually take that away so he doesn't get anything out of it. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, we don't get anything out of it either. I guess we could take this over just for a little bit of green. I kind of want to take our brown, though, to get full mana, but there's no guarantee brown anywhere, so we could try forward off of Sky. But then we're not getting any mana progress. I could always move this over and try for the brown, which I think is the way to go. Because we can also try for double yellow off of Sky. We don't have alignment on his ability, right? No. Purple, yellow, and green to skull will not align there. So we'll take that for now. That gives us Wild Queen. We can zero him down or go for a different one. I hope we wouldn't miss again 2 times in a row. We're still not frozen on it, so I guess we will go for this. Get a little bit of armor so we don't die. Do we risk Wild Queen or go for a guarantee alignment? Actually, we don't even have guarantee alignment right now, so I guess we have to Wild Queen. So we'll go for the Wild Queen. I will do it on the higher one just to get a higher boost. And we do extra turn this time, so that's good. So now we get to skull spam him, and that should be match, or pretty close to it. Because we take a skull there, take a skull there. One more, we'll take him out. Oh yeah, he has the high skull reduction thing. I think we just try for skull off a sky then right over here. And we do end up getting... Oh! 3 damage short. Ooh. And no extra turn from all that cascade, surprisingly. But we finally got the cleanse there, so that's good. We can go for Wild Queen, however, not the best of board to go for it on. But might still have to, just from lack of other options right now. So we'll go for Wild Queen right there. He's probably going to get a really big convert there. Can't really help that. He's actually going to get a kill out of it, too. That's actually pretty bad. That is pretty bad. He might actually win off a Doomed Glaive of all things. Well, Doomed Glaive is pretty strong, though. We do have alignment on this. We kind of have to go for it. I can't really go for the big attack thing, though, since we're kind of entangled at the moment. I can zero him out, but that's not really going to do too much. Also, we don't gain any attack here. So it's going to be a really weird battle going forward. It looks like we will probably still win. However, it'll be a very shaky win. So I'm going to just have to hold Wild Queen for now, mostly because of not really having any good option. So let's take that over for now. He will poke us some. But until he gets unentangled, we are kind of stuck right here. And he's going to get a really big burst here, which is concerning because that could actually kill. We might actually just die off a Doomed Glaive damage. I might just need to Skull Bait him here in hopes that we can get unentangled the following turn. Oh, no! It undid itself. Hopefully... No, he didn't go for the skull. Oh, no, that's bad. He could win here. Luckily, he does not, though we're still not unentangled, which is very bad. We'll take that over for now. Take that over. There's no way we could do the damage to finish him out, though, now. I don't even think we can trick him into, like, killing out our troop, either. I don't see an option for it, so we'll take that for now. We'll do a little mercy thing. We're still not unentangled. I'm still not sure if I should let him just have the thing on the board or not at this point. We can always armor buff. I kind of have to, though, don't I? Because he's about to kill us off of the other damage, so I kind of have to go for that. And then we just skull distract him. I am hoping that he goes for skull to skull. I'm going to take... kind of want to take brown, but can't. Actually, I could take brown over here. So I just go for skull. That's good. Keep taking skulls. Don't cast your ability. No. Oh, no. And now she's entangled. I think we just lost. Pretty sure we did. What a way to lose. Let's see. Off the entangle off of that weapon. But yeah, that's probably a loss unless we can unentangle next turn. But even now, I think he might have enough damage to kill off the Doom Skull thing. Let's see. What's the highest damage skull here? This is 12 damage, but that's not enough to kill. Oh, wait, that's 15. Yeah, I should take this one then. This is the only one that actually kills us. Actually, that can kill us too. Oh, gosh. There's multiple options that can kill us right now. Which one will you go for? What's our safest bet right now? How far does will cascade? Not far enough. Because if he takes this over to the right, we die. And if he takes that down, we die. The question really just comes down to which one is he more likely to go for? A triple Doom Skull? Or a skull into, like a Doom Skull, skull, Doom Skull? I'm not sure which one the AI would go for. Your safest bet is to not use Wild Queen on Brown Day. I've had a lot of success with it in the past. Doomed Glaive just got us really hard on this battle. I'm going to try for this one. Just because it has Cascade chance as well. And yeah, we died to Doomed Glaive. Fail! Yeah, Doomed Glaive. Great weapon to get your hands on. It's not available this week, right? It was available last week. Doom Scythe is the one available this week. But yeah, it was available last week. You won't be able to get it for a while, though, at this point. But Doomed Glaive, or Scythe is the one from this week. But Doomed Glaive was just available last week. Pretty great weapon. But yeah, unfortunately, take a loss there. On to the next one. And another Doomed Glaive team. No diversity here. I want revenge. We must do it with the same team. We will get it this time. Okay, let's just take brown. Should probably want to cleanse this time, though. Just for safety's sake. Though luckily, we do get the really early cleanse there. He does not have Apothecary alignment, and for that reason, I'm just going to take this. So he goes for a miss on that. I mean, did I say Apothecary? I meant Mercy. I'll take that down. Get all of our full yellow. Get him out, Crusher down. And as long as he doesn't get rolling right now, we just won. So let's not backfire with Wild Queen. I am going to cast her here, though, which is probably a bad idea. But the fact that she didn't miss, I believe, makes it so we just won. Yeah, that one miss that we got at the beginning of the battle is what really did us in. If we didn't miss with Wild Queen, we would have been fine. Like, we'd be in this exact position right now if we didn't miss. And then we would have won. The problem is when Wild Queen misses. But that's what happens when she doesn't miss. Look at how different that played out. That was the exact same battle. But that time we didn't miss. Such a different play out that time. Okay, we'll take that over. We are frozen on blue. Which, based on this current board, is slightly concerning. Because I can't take that extra turn blue. Does he actually need that extra turn blue, though? He doesn't. He'll probably just get skull distracted. So we can just take a brown and be fine. Unfortunately, it does not surge. But he just goes for the skull distract, so that's fine. We'll take the brown over here. That gives us mountain. Oh, we are frozen on brown, though. But then we get this mountain and pretty much be good to go in the next turn, especially if we're unfrozen. But even if we're not, we should still be fine. As long as he doesn't win literally right now, which is very unlikely. Okay. Do we have alignment? No, though we can try for it off of Sky, which honestly I almost want to go for. I think it might be one of our better bets right now, is to try for the extra turn off of Sky. I didn't get it. And he does get a bit of value there. He's going to get a kill. As long as he doesn't double kill, we should be fine. And he doesn't. That's good. We're not frozen on that first slot, so it's probably worth just casting right now. As to get things rolling for some damage. Got to get rid of that Wrath. We are still frozen on that. We're just going to have to let it go. Because I need that mana. So I got to take the mana here. So even though we lose our turn, I got to take it. And he'll go for a big hit there. Still frozen, which is quite unfortunate. We do not have alignment either. So we're probably just going to have to go for a skull poke here. We can also get Wild Queen to full mana because his hit will not be enough to kill. Even if he takes the Doom Skull, that will not be enough overall damage. So we can take Brown to Wild Queen into whatever else we do as follow-up. So he'll do that. We're still somehow not unfrozen. I might have to go for Wild Queen here just to get it down. We do have our Convert, which actually is a Lines. So never mind. We might actually have to go for that then. I'll get his mana pretty much right back up as well. It will make it so Wild Queen has a less chance of extra turning, though. But kind of have to go for it. We'll take that over. Another poke. Probably just going to go for a poke here, or let our first slot die and go from there. Just so we can Wild Queen into this other one. Because we're kind of going to have to at this point. So we'll let that die deliberately. We are somehow still frozen. I have no clue how, but we are. I think we let him take a skull. I know, obviously, that we don't get a turn here. But I want to do that just so he... Gosh, we're still not unfrozen yet. And the problem with that, too, is we're actually frozen on... We're actually frozen on skulls right now, too. And he is somehow still not unfrozen. Gosh. I'm going to have to take green just so he doesn't do something. I'll take it to the left, though. We could always Wild Queen here, but the biggest concern is we... Actually, if we actually turn on green, we still maintain our turn. So I guess it might be worth it. We'll try it. Or risk it. And it does land. Okay, we'll try it again then. After that. We do lose our turn, but at this point, I think we have won. So we'll do all that. Gosh, this freeze is being annoying, but it does come through. There we go. And we got the final battle. Let me guess, against the same thing again? Third time's the charm. No, we got ourselves a weird team. What is this built around? I guess this is a Zugov team? Yeah, it's a Zugov team. It almost looks like Yagoi Queen Titania without Yagoi Queen Titania. He has like the Flamer Fur that you would have. It has the Converter troop in there, but it's built around Zugov. That's a bit of a weird defend team. It has blue to red, and it has brown to red. So it has a lot of red, which Templar will counter. That's why we have Templar. Okay, right off the bat, we gotta take that skull, even though we're entangled. We'll take the red. Take the purple. Okay, what do we want now? Brown is the most ideal thing we want right now. However, I need to make sure he doesn't get either of his two converts, which are brown to red and blue to red. So as long as he doesn't have alignment on either of those two, we should be fine. Do we let him have a skull? I think we do. We don't barrier at the moment because we can't get brown either. I'm actually kind of tempted to take yellow right now. I'll take green for you now. Which is good because we actually get... Oh, we can't take extra turn yellow though. So I'm just going to have to take it for a 3. Because I don't want him taking it for free. And the reason you take this for a 3 and not a 4 when you're frozen is a 3 has a chance to surge, whereas a 4 does not. Let's see. Oh, so hello, Raken. Welcome. I'll take that over. Still frozen. That's pretty unfortunate. We're getting some really long freezes. We got a really bad convert right there. What's this other one again? Brown to red. Brown to red we're kind of safe on for the most part. Blue to red is super dangerous right now, though. If a blue or a red falls there or there, we are in trouble. Okay, good. He's still got a bit of mana, but that could have been way worse. Okay. So we do have alignment on this, but we're frozen on it. So is it worth going for? Yes, because we actually turn off our red. So we'll go for it. That then gives us Mountain Crusher. Also, we can't be frozen on red, so I might as well take this. And then we explode the entire board and see where that leaves us. Hopefully in a state where we are not disabled on everything. Oh, he just got Zugoff. Let's see. What can we do here? We're not frozen on green, so I think we could win right now. We kind of have to. We kind of have to win right now. We finally got unentangled, so I think we got this. We'll do this. I'm going to risk Wild Queen. If Wild Queen lands, we win. If she doesn't, we lose. Okay, good. We won. It's match. We won already. It's over. It's over. Gosh. I hate those risky Wild Queen moments. That's how we lost that one battle. Where it kind of comes down to a gem spawn. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, you lose. But there we go. Okay, so we had one shaky battle. Well, technically 2 shaky battles, but one actually lost. The other one wasn't too bad. It made that really nice comeback. But I'll still take it. Not too bad. And it was still on track to do a pretty good score if we didn't lose once. I think might need to use some cleanse next time. I ran it without cleanse just for the higher durability. But we had 2 battles there where it really affected us. Actually, the one that we lost, the cleanse didn't really matter as much, though, if we would have had it or not. That was mostly just Wild Queen missing that ruined us. But I guess this still would have helped for the anti-entangle. Because we were still waiting on entangle quite a bit. I don't know, it just seems like you almost need to always run Orpheus with how much stats effects there are in Guild Wars these days. It almost just might be required regardless of what build you do. Just so you don't forget, just always have one Orpheus set while doing Guild Wars. I might start doing that into the future, just to increase our chance that we actually get cleanse. One interesting thing about Orpheus 2 is you can actually get immediate cleanse. So for example, on the very first turn, if they do any stats effects on the start of battle, for example, like Entangle or Freeze at the start of battle, you normally have a 0% chance on the very first turn that you will get any form of cleanse. However, if you have an Orpheus set, you actually get a 10% check as soon as they apply the effect to you, because it takes effect after they actually apply it to you. So on the very first turn, like literally the turn that the battle starts, if you had one Orpheus, you would have exactly a 10% chance to get rid of Entangle and Freeze right at the start of battle, and of course additional chances as the battle goes, but normally you would have a 0% chance on the very first turn that you would be able to get those off. And having a single Orpheus is a pretty good counter to that. Obviously you can run even multiple of them if you really wanted to counter it out, but I like having a little bit extra stats. But as we keep getting more and more stats into the game, Orpheus might become increasingly more viable, because as stats get higher, something like 4 additional to like most stats and just medals in general will seem less effective compared to the ones that have some kind of like meaningful effect on the battle, like 20% star, 10% cleanse, stuff like that. Like things that are actually percent-wise will start becoming better as stats get higher, because those individual stats that we get from medals won't be as effective as stats keep going higher and higher. What are the top 3 weapons? That depends what you're basing them off of. However, I would say overall it is Mang, Mountain Crusher, and Doomed Glaive are probably the 3 highest in the game. Mountain Crusher is the best mana accumulating weapon in the game. Mang is the best and most accessible upscaling weapon. And Doomed Glaive is the strongest skull creating weapon in the game. It was available last week as well in Soulforge. And it was the thing that we lost against today as well. It has a lot of good things going for it. It is the only full AoE Doomskull creation weapon that creates a storm into itself. It hard counters Brown, which is good for a lot of meta teams, and it has Entangle to the first enemy, which is really good for if you miss or have to pass some skulls to the enemy so that they do a lot less damage with those skulls. Anyways, let's go grab our mail. Go get into some World Lore event. Actually, we'll run our dailies, head and redeem code, and then we'll go head over to that. We do have blue Ds today, so we definitely want to go grab those, that's for sure. We'll go with Phoenicia build. Where's my magic? And we'll go to that. Obviously, we'll need to change our metal setup a little bit for the other thing and go from there. Anyways, where's my Phoenicia? Phoenicia, where are you hiding at? Come out, come out. Where are you? Where is she? There she is. Phoenicia! Oh wait, does Doomglaive crate storm into itself? I thought Doomglaive was the only one. Never mind. I guess there is a second one. Which is kind of funny because they're both like the opposite of each other. Doomglaive Club does greens to Doomskull, whereas the other one is green and does brown to Doomskull. They're basically inverse of each other. Though the Entangle is still really, really nice on Glaive. The coloration also works a little bit better for most teams. What's your all-time favorite troop and the team you most used it in? Well, my favorite troops are not necessarily the ones I've used the most. But as far as current meta, I would say Rowan overall. As far as the ones that we've kind of used the most. That or Leprechaun. If you count like absolute most, Leprechaun can be used in literally any team composition in the game. Like Leprechaun is so absurd. And its basic premise is hero, something that wipes out the entire enemy team. Leprechaun and Mirage Queen. And sometimes Mirage Queen is replaced with a different mana accumulator, depends on the situation. But that kind of premise is very strong for quick killing right now. And has been for a little over a year, pretty much since Leprechaun has existed. And even more so since we got medals, because that makes it even more viable to use a boost ratio kind of thing in second slot. And then just tear them apart in one shot in an even larger range than normal in the past. Let's see, we'll throw that down dead. We'll see if we still maintain Paragon after that loss. If I could redesign which card, which one would it be? I'm not sure which one would need it the most. There's a lot of troops that need reworking. Not sure if I could choose just one. I would probably have to say Tall from Sword's Edge. Tall, they completely obliterated when they reworked him to be completely useless. His previous form, which was already useless, would have at least been better for Guild Wars, because he was changed before Guild Wars ever occurred. Because he used to convert or remove reds, if I'm not mistaken, while gaining an attack gain. But then they made his ability like very, very, very bad. Yeah, I'd probably say Tall. What exactly I would change it to, I have no clue, but definitely not what it is now. They gave him an Empower on an ability that actually wants to clean up on an enemy, which makes no sense whatsoever, because you would never actually cast it on turn 1, and even if you did, it's just like a small amount of poke damage that other troops can do better. It is just a really weird design in every way, shape, and form that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Last time he was reworked was like 4 years ago, so highly doubt he's going to get reworked again anytime soon. They don't really do reworks much these days. I wish they would. There's a lot of things that need rebalance. There's a lot of speculation that they were going to rebalance a lot this patch too, and then they rebalanced literally 0 things, which is quite surprising. But yeah, they really need to do more rebalance in the game. Like 80% of content's completely dead and unusable in any situation whatsoever. Okay, there we go. Let's go hand out code and then go deal with World Lore event. See how we can do in that. Where on earth is my code section? Codes, while you found it. It's just not loading. Gosh, this computer is slow. This computer is glacially slow. I'm using the old one. There we go. Obviously my new computer isn't, but the older one. Let's see, how old is it now? It's a little over 7 years now. Is how old the other computer is. And I shall use it till the day it stops working. Where on earth is the code section? There it is. So grab that, copy. Here you guys go. There you guys go. There's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite. Wait, is that 10 long? Why does that code look so long? Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that code is long for 10. It uses like all the largest characters. Wow, that code is long. But yeah, that is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gosh, that may be one of the longest codes we've ever handed out lengthwise. It's because of those W's. The W, H, and X are really large. And it uses 4 H's, an X, and 2 W's. Gosh, I wonder why it's so long. Anyways, but yeah, all those letters in that typeface are very large on the one that YouTube uses. But there you guys go. But anyways, redeem code's right over there in chat. Your invite code can be found if your settings menu, or whatever game says right over there is what you put in. And give the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. But there you guys go. Okay, next order of business. Let's go do Ward Lore event. We didn't give it any love yesterday because we were doing the raid thing, but we shall continue it today. Also, as a reminder, do make sure to take the highest level battles. It actually matters this week that you take the highest level battles, so make sure to do that. Okay, before we do though, let me go change to a magic build, which we kind of already are in, but by a magic build I mean going this, and then going this, and then going that, and should be good to go. Okay, and that should be enough. Claim any loot because we might be able to get an upgrade. Actually, I don't think we can with only tier 3. With tier 4, I think you'd be able to get another one. But let me go grab the rewards. We're not all the way there yet. Still got a little ways to go. Probably have it done by Thursday night. Maybe Friday night, actually. Because it's Wednesday right now. I almost forgot. But there we go. Anyways, got a little orb. Okay, next order of business. Let's go and get into it. Guild, riddles, and fights. We'll take the Nosferatu one. Yeah, no problem for the code. Scion back in the day was actually the strongest troop in the entire game. Prior to Mana Drain immunity being in the game, it was actually the strongest troop in the entire game. In the exact same state it is now. In the current state of the game, it is pretty much unusable because it dies way too quickly. It also has notoriously one of the lowest attacks in the game. Not the absolute lowest, but for something that does a skull-related ability, it has an absurdly low attack. It actually kind of reminds me a bit of Cockatrice in that regard. In that Cockatrice also has an absurdly low attack value, despite it having a trait that gives it 2 times skull damage. Sounds kind of the same way, except it has Mana Drain. You have a 381,000 gold keys right now? Gosh, that's a lot. I have no clue how many I have right now. I know I used a bunch in the past. I think I only have about 200,000 right now. We haven't posted the weekly video yet. We will be very soon, TM. I haven't gotten to it yet. We will be, though. I'm definitely getting it done tonight. 100% do I need to go do that. I kind of got a little bit sidetracked by the hearings that happened today. Let's see. I almost keep forgetting. You do purple. What am I going for? You know what? I might actually go for the purple. Wow, that was a big miss. I keep forgetting it has a boost ratio based on gold. And there's like no gold right now on the enemy team. Not using Tesla? Yes, we actually are currently not using Tesla. We might switch to it soon, though. We've been using this because it's two-shotting. And also has that skull spam factor for cleanup. So if they have any of those revive troops, we can just kill it instantly on the follow-up. I forgot how many battles had it. I think at least one of them did. We'll take the blue for now. Get a big Doomed Glaive. I'm actually going to hold out for a turn. So we'll do that. Then we'll go for the big hit, and that should be dead. And then we got our Grey King. Hey, it's your birthday tomorrow, Bill Warhammer. I'll definitely need to say happy birthday to you then. How old are you turning? Let's see. What do we go for here? We have alignment, so we might as well go for it. There we go. And that's why we use Doomed Glaive. I mean, Doomed, what's it called again? Doomed Blade, I mean. Yeah, this team gets some really nice impacts. Like, you can single wipe the entire enemy team in a single cast if you get lucky enough. Obviously, it doesn't consistently do that. But I would say that this team is more fun than just running standard Teslas, if you happen to have the weapon. Is it more effective at the later battles? Probably not. But when it gets lucky, it gets super, super good value. Do I even bother with Skull? I'm actually going to ignore Skull. Oh, I should have taken the yellow, though. Whoops. Kind of want to try getting alignment somewhere, but we don't have, like, any chance on current board. Oh, until we did that. Thank you. We won. There we go. Actually, we didn't even need alignment. Never mind. That was already enough damage. So for this event, you want to go for the highest level area or lowest? Highest. You want to go for highest. This is one of the weird ones where you actually want to go for highest. I mentioned that on the Sunday night video, too. Obviously, we haven't done our weekly video yet. It doesn't make that big of a point difference, but you do want to go for highest every single time this week. It does affect the points. It normally doesn't, but it does this week. What do we go for? We'll take that. We don't really have alignment, but I'm still going for it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, lucky. There we go. Where's our follow-up hit, though, to kill? Oh, where's our final blow? We don't have it. Actually, yes, we do. We could do that. How much extra damage is that? Yeah, that's enough. I keep forgetting. We have like 200% extra spell damage. So whatever number it actually says normally is not actually how much damage we have due to all the additional ones we have. Doomsayer class? Yeah, Doomsayer or even Slayer itself, normal Slayer, could potentially help this team. It'd be a bit riskier durability-wise, but it would have a quicker burst. Slayer has one of the best bursts. The normal Slayer, not Doomsayer, but normal Slayer, has one of the best bursts in the entire game for like its starting damage. One of the reasons for Titan, though, is I wanted that extra bit of magic for it, so we get a little bit of heavier AoE. Though as we get deeper, that's becoming more and more irrelevant compared to higher skull damage. It's a little bit more relevant for the earlier battles. But obviously 5 additional magic is very little. However, it does get upgraded to like 15 damage due to all the medals I currently have set. Okay, to go for this or not to go for it? I don't think I'm going to go for it. It's a good enough board that we might as well. So it kind of worked out. We'll go and full AoE him here. And it's already dead. I definitely underestimate how much damage actually is off of Possessed King. Pretty solid. So we'll go for this one. Still got 5 battles left too. Because we still have all of yesterday's sigils we have to burn through. Like just now we're getting through the yesterday's sigils. Then we got to go through today's sigils. Honestly, I feel like we're not really using this much. Like at no point do we really get it to a situation where we can steal its gold to a point where it's actually valuable enough to cast. And most of the time it's doing almost nothing. Given that Grey King battle. We already did the objective for killing a bunch of Grey Kings, but definitely the best way to go do them is to just do the World Lore event. And you'll get plenty of Grey Kings. And if you ran out of sigils, the other way to do it is, if you need to get Grey King kills, do Explore 12 in Golvania, and you'll eventually get Grey King kills pretty easily. And worst comes to worst, just repick spam casual PvP until you see Grey King. Those also count if people happen to be using it on their defense. Also, even in Guild Wars, as you're going through Guild Wars, you might be seeing some Grey Kings. I don't think this is popular on defend. Well, I guess he could be. The problem is the AI doesn't always target the right color. In theory, Grey King would be one of the strongest defend troops in the entire game for Guild War Defend. However, the AI doesn't use it correctly, and for that reason, it's not. But Great King, in theory, could potentially be like the strongest defend in the entire game. But the AI is horrible, so it doesn't use it correctly at all. Not even remotely. Not even remotely. Let's see, what numbers do we have here? Take the 120. Oh, what do we want here? What do we want? What do we want? Probably take the blue. Oh, never mind. No blue for you. I'll try for the sky blue. Didn't get it though, but he gives it to us, so we'll grab that. We'll take the blue over there, and we do have alignment if he'll keep it there, and we do, and he's dead. And dead. I like how that can actually get all of its mana back as well. We almost just got triple cast there. Not like we would have needed it. Already would have been dead. So we got two 110s. Come on, how did we go from a 120 to two 110s? Doesn't make any sense. Go to think it would have went to another 120 or a 130 or something. But, nope. I'll take that for now. I don't have a cascade for the other thing, so we'll move that over. Once again, I don't have a cascade for it, so we'll do this for a bunch of blues. I keep not casting it, but it's pretty good for blue mana accumulation. We'll take that down. And we're just going to have to throw a weird AoE here. We have Possessed King's mana, so there's not enough damage. We just do that into Possessed King instead already. Or we'll just get a bunch of skulls, that works too. That wouldn't have mattered because he's dead. Also, if you do transform a Valraven, you do still get the kill for the point. So don't worry if you accidentally transform Valraven. It's, you still get the 2 sigils for it. Same as gnomes and stuff. It counts as a kill, so you still get the gnome drop. It does not delete its drop. That'd be very unfortunate if it did, but no, you do still get it. Even if you transform the Valraven or gnome. Still get the drop. Okay, the other guy doesn't have full mana. So casting the other thing isn't really that desirable right now. However, now it is. Not that one. We'll go for that. And somehow we did not get full mana off of that, unfortunately. Oh, he's taking blue and he dies off of that. Also, we would have had Possessed King next turn, which he also would have died off of. Either or would have worked. Okay, on to the next difficulty. We'll go for the orange right over here then. So we're going to need another Valraven soon, or we're going to run out of sigils. So Explosion ruined our plan of taking blue to extra turn blue, but I guess we can grab that now. Oh, we still get an extra turn out of it. Perfect. Okay. Nice little follow-up there. Do we have enough mana to go again? Barely, no. And now we do, and now he's dead. We'll go for Possessed King. It's quicker since it doesn't have board control. Otherwise, we'd have to wait for all the board to cascade. Let's see. We got 100, so we want to go for that one then. Like how it jumped from like 60 and 70 all the way to 100. It's so weird. I don't understand this game mode sometimes. It's weird. It is very weird how the battles get determined sometimes. Okay, we'll just throw this down. We're still quite a bit short on the other one, but we'll try for luck off of this, which we do get, and then he's dead. No extra turn, but enough mana to wipe him. How am I doing? I've been doing pretty good. What do you miss? We had a really interesting Guild Wars. Did unfortunately lose once. Oh no, we're out of sigils. Oh, right on the Mythic too, of all times. Really? Gonna lose it on the Mythic? Or not lose it, but you know, we'll not have any battles left. Let's see. But yeah, we ran Wild Queen again for Guild Wars. The anti-Yagoi Queen of Tanya one. We had one really shaky battle against Doomed Glaive, but other than that, it went pretty smooth. Anyways. So we got Moon Pet today. I technically don't need to take it in any way, shape, or form, though it is good for a soul bonus. Small little soul bonus, but it adds up. So you might want to go take that pet today. I really have no need to, since the only loot's going to be food, but I don't know, I guess we'll go for it, why not? I think we already have enough food for a while, but might as well take it out. Switch over to magic. We'll go do that then. And should be good to go. Okay, let's switch to magic and clear out all the things. So let's go over to there, and let's go clear out all the battles then. And we're currently using Sun Spear with the Withering Staff, Phoenicia, Leprechaun, and Mirage Queen. Pretty standard kill all the pet battle team. One down. Oh, so hello, John. Welcome. If anyone still has any questions, anything you want me to go over, any things, let me know. And after this, we'll probably run a chest or two and explore. Actually, we'll probably go until we at least get that level. We're already so close that we can't not get it. Gotta go get that level, what is that, 1,569 was it? Let's see, it's, yeah, 1,569. Gotta go get that level. We're so close. Can't not go for it. Can't not go for it. Oh, I'll take that for now. Oh no, he has a smurge. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. That is quite unfortunate. That's slightly problematic. That's submerge. Oh, we even got silence on her. Come on, one skull would kill. Actually, oh no, I can't even explode because of the thing. Fail. Mirage Queen, just kill it. There we go. That was a weird battle. But hey, Mirage Queen still has its burst damage. Worst comes to worst, not something you would normally use on this team, but if you need a backup plan, it works. But yeah, gotta be careful. He gets that single extra turn if you leave it on the board. He gets that submerge, which he just got again. That one was very much my fault. The other one I think was unavoidable. That one was avoidable though. Let's see. We'll take yellow for now. This will wipe everything but the thing with submerge. Oh, now there's two of them. Oh, we'll go for this and then the skull him down. Unfortunately, there's no skull to take right now. There it is. You don't have Wild Queen, and Guild Wars seems pretty tough this time around. Can you give at least two really good brown no mythics? Corvash. Corvash or Basilisk combined with like Mountain Crusher and another thing tends to work pretty well. You can do it with Apothecary for Blue Day. Oh wait, never mind, it's brown. Wrong day. Brown. Trying to think of the other damage source that you would use with that. That isn't mythic. Because the first thing that comes to mind is Great King, but that's mythic. What's a brown true damage that isn't mythic that's actually good? That isn't Corvash or Basilisk. Because you would need a synergy for them, and you can't really use them both together. It's a bit overkill. You would need one or the other. Why can I not think of another true damage for that? That isn't high rarity. There's a lot of true damage for it. The problem is they're all mythic. Because there's a lot of true damage off of brown mythic. But they're mythic. Like things that come to mind are like Tina 9000. You got Grey King. You got I believe Bloodwood has a bit of it in there. Like you have several options under brown, but they're all mythic. We'll throw that down. Do you think to complete the full campaign is worth it? The free side, only if you're going to utilize the extra stats for delves. On the paid side, yes, because it gives you a mythic at the end. But yeah, the free side is only worth it if and only if you're going to plan on doing pure factions with it. Because it could theoretically save you like 2,000 gems in that regard. So in that way, it's worth it. But if you're not planning on doing it for pure factions, it doesn't really give you much of a benefit doing the free ones. But the paid ones, obviously, if you're buying the pass, you would definitely want to do the entire thing. Because at the end of it, you get a mythic. And that alone is worth it. Plus you get a bunch of other stuff along the way. Ah, there we go. We already have Moon maxed, obviously, by the border. But we get a bit of pet food there. And if nothing else, we get some more crafting material. And apparently we're going to keep needing that every single week, because of the small amount that you need for like the tasks. So it doesn't take much. As you can see from the pet, you normally get upwards of 50. And last week we only needed 50 total. And this week we needed 150 green, I believe it was. Or purple, whatever it was. I think it was 150 purple. Which isn't too much. You can get that after a few pets. And of course that daily one still gives you a pretty hefty amount. Actually, what does dungeon give you daily for shards? It gives you 100 of them. So yeah, just be 50 short. In which case you could throw off of one of these, which would give the rest of it if you really need to get it in a pinch. I need to pay attention to what color data Achi's on. Gorgotha the Corvash is pretty strong. Gorgotha Corvash, Gorgotha Basilisk. I used to run it way back in Guild Wars. How do you kill Grey King if you run out of sigils? There's two ways to kill Grey Kings if you run out of sigils. One is spam Golvania on Explore 12. Really any difficulty, as long as you get a mythic battle, but you just get these battles cycled more on higher difficulty. But doing this battle, the mythic boss battle in Golvania, has a chance of it being Grey King. It'll either be Grey King or Dracula, I mean. And ideally you want it obviously to be Grey King, though you have no control over which one it is. But whenever you do this battle right here, after you get 100 shards, which is most of the time if you're doing difficulty 12, you will get a battle there, and it can be Grey King. The other alternative, if you already exhausted all your sigils, is go to casual PvP and repick spam until you see Grey King in a thumbnail. And this might take a while, but keep doing this, and you would eventually find a Grey King, and then just win that battle. It would probably take a very long time, though, because it only shows one per team. And obviously people around your level range might not be using Grey King at the moment on their defense. And it could take a very long time to find it this way. But this would be the other method. Yeah, it would probably take a really high amount of repicks. But hopefully you have one laying around your level range that you could farm a bit. But yeah, we still found 0 so far, gosh. You could also try doing it based on some things that Grey King is used with. So if we see like another true damager or something, we can kind of click on it and see. Actually, that one was a true damager. But yeah, this is probably not as efficient as just doing Explore 12. Because Grey King is an exceedingly popular defend option. Not to mention it's a mythic, so less people will have it in general. Laying on their team. We've seen 0 Grey King so far. But this is the other method if you wanted to. Like, I should probably stop clicking this before I burn through literally all my gold just to show. But obviously you know what Grey King looks like. Just keep doing that till you'll find him. I would not advise doing that method, but it is a method nonetheless. The most advised method if you ran out of sigils is just to explore 12 in Golvania until you get it. It might take like an hour of farming Golvania, but you would get it. Plus you'll get a bunch of loot along the way. Oh. Okay, next order of business. I want to go run quick kill with Explore 12. Speaking of Explore 12, I want to go get a chest or two. So let's go grab them. Not with that team. Where's my normal team? That'd be good to go. Since pets are more rare to obtain, the devs should make it where you disenchant them for diamonds. I'm not sure if they would ever do that, but I wish they would make one pet per color available each week in Soulforge. It's kind of weird that pets are not in Soulforge in any way, shape, or form. I'm not sure why they aren't. What was the talent tree setup I was using for the Titan? Pretty much just a normal setup, just with Enrage. I can go show it real quick, though. I'll do it right after this battle. Actually, am I using Titan now? Never mind, I can show... Oh, never mind, it's Dragon Guard. But yeah, I'll show it after this battle. We'll take that for now. Get a Flamethrower. That should be enough reds to get our extra turn, and that should be enough to wipe him. And super dead. Yeah, this was this tree setup that we're using for Titan. It's right over here. Pretty much what you would normally use for Titan. other than the fact that it's running with Enrage instead of Explode. The normal way that you run it is Impact, so it has Stun, extra magic for Hammer, though all three of these are pretty much useless, but you normally keep it, I mean, not Hammer, but you keep it to gain to attack when you take damage, because the other two are useless, normally, these magic ability related ones. But you normally go Impact for Stun, this because the other two are normally never usable. A little bit extra armor for Brown, just because the other two just normally don't do too much. Next best would be +1 magic for yellows, but it depends on your team. Normally it's just better to have the extra armor for Brown for survivability. Create a Dust Storm is normally used here, because the other one's just a small resource gain, and Dwarves are very rarely used with Titan, since there's a hero class that's very similar to this that you would just use Dwarf on instead. So you normally almost always use the Brown Storm. Barrier on Brown, because that's the strongest trait. You make it so you don't die. Here's the main change. Normally you would run with Explode. However, you do occasionally run with Enrage, and with that team you would run Enrage instead, since it's so skull focus. And then normally on its final trait you would go immune to Stun, or all the immunities that it has off of this. Occasionally, depending on your team, you go for the elemental thing, but in most situations you go for the immunities. But yeah, the most standard setup is actually Zigzag. Either Zigzag or the Lightning Strike. The good old Zigzag. The good old Zigzag Titan hero class, where you basically just make a zigzag the entire way down. The Zigzag build. That should definitely be the name of the of that specific type of build. The Zigzag Titan. Yeah, Zigzag Titan is a lot more skull focus. The most spell focus that you could do is go Explode instead of Enrage, and go extra magic to elementals instead of the immunities. However, that is only good if you're using a team that is using some really strong elementals on it. Oh, I shouldn't have given him that, though I guess it won't really matter what. You can still find Grey King even without level 12 Explore troops. You can even just spam Explore 3, however it would take a lot longer. But you don't have to specifically do Explore 12, it would just cycle through it quicker. Though, if you have nothing that can run Explore 12, you can always run Mang to Skull Spam. If you have literally nothing that will do it. Alternatively, you can also do Urskia Shield to Rowan, or Leprechaun and Mirage Queen, which is also super cheap to build. You would have to go out of your way to get Urskia Shield if you don't already have it, which is from 250 wins from Sentinel Hero class, which is from Urskia. But you can do that in pretty much a day if you grind at it. Oh, our damage just went down drastically due to the position shift. Gosh, at this rate our oh, I should have taken blue into that. I guess it's not too big a deal though. At this rate our Zugof's gonna be in first slot. How are you not dead? What was the Titan talent tree? Oh, never mind, I already answered that. Do you think they will add more Delve achievements the next time around? They might eventually, once we start getting like super deep into like almost fully completing it. That'd be a really hard achievement to do if they ever did. Like max out every Delve in the game. Could you imagine? If they made an achievement for getting, what is 30 times 2,500? Isn't that 60? No, that's 75,000. Isn't that 75,000? Yeah, imagine if they made an achievement where you have to get 75,000 total renown. That would be exceedingly hard. That would require 30 max kingdoms. Or a near equivalent of it once they have 34 of them. I almost feel like that will eventually be an achievement. It'd be one of the hardest ones in the entire game. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but actually wasn't too bad of a move. So I'll take it. But there is a possibility that they add like a boss troop for that. They mentioned a while back that having a super high renown would eventually give you something really unique. And they still haven't added that really unique thing yet. And I feel like it'll be a boss troop at 75,000. Nothing has been confirmed for it yet. But I feel like that could happen. It would give a really big incentive to actually max out all delves. Which currently there isn't really much of an incentive towards doing it. Like obviously you get a little bit extra stats, which definitely add up. But it's not like a hefty reward for how difficult it is to do. It's mostly a resource difficulty though these days, since you can literally just potion up to auto win like every delve if you really wanted to. Because even if you don't have the proper troops or stats or anything, you just potion up enough and you'll kill them all. Let's see. Though the most recent faction was pretty easy without potions. Definitely one of the easier ones. What team would you recommend for doing perfection or pure faction and Hall of Guardians? Oh, we did that without potions. Gosh, that was annoying. Hey, our daily Nisha! We got our daily Nisha. Hunt successful. Okay, let's go gain our level now. Nice, we gained our daily Nisha. What did I finally do it with? I believe it was Silent Sentinel. That troop that increases your attack on an ally and creates Yellow Storm, whatever that was called. I forget what it's called. And double gargoyle is, I believe, what I ran with the final time that I actually won. But yeah, that was very annoying. Actually, do I still have it set? I might still have it set. Let's see. Do I still have it set? Yeah, this is what yeah, this is the exact team I just mentioned. This is what I ended up doing pure faction with when we finally were successful. It was Silent Sentinel, Ethereal Sentry, and 2 gargoyles. Ethereal Sentry was that one troop. I couldn't figure the name. But, yeah, that team. That's what we ran potionless pure faction for. We did do it without potions. It's actually one of the hardest factions in the game to do without potions. It's like one of the top 3-5 or so factions that are hardest with it without it. I did one of the easiest and one of the hardest, and then the rest are just potions. I do advise using potions there, because gosh, is that place annoying. But it can be done without it. Every single delve theoretically can. Just to varying degrees of difficulty. Anyways, let's go gain that level. Now that we got our daily niche, I still want to keep going to a gain level 1,569. And that'll be our final goal of the stream. If I can find where our 20% is right now. Now we can just quick kill some Explore 3. We'll do one more set. Because I did want to do at least 2 sets. And then if we don't have the level by then, which I don't believe we will, we'll go do some quick kills on like Explore 3 or something. That will easily give us all the XP we need, and we'll be good to go. And then tomorrow we got ourselves a class event for, oh gosh, I actually forget what the class event for is for tomorrow. But we've been messing around with that. And of course, Guild Wars. Let's see, we'll throw that down for now. Get our explosions. Quite a few people in the guild and others are on such a high when they get troops like Hiking Iron Gut and the Possessed King. Are those troops really that great? Or are they just being kids? Possessed King, I feel like people overly hype. But Hiking Iron Gut, no, he's insanely good. Oh yeah, it's Death Knight class stuff because it's a Golvania event. And Death Knight's to Golvania. Death Knight's pretty useless though, in most situations. It has a few good perks going for it. It also has one of the quickest death marks you can ever do to the entire enemy team. There's actually a setup to instant death mark the entire enemy team with it, where you normally just use like an Elspeth to kill it out, and then you death mark the entire team and get a bunch of mana accumulation, which changes the other stuff. However, it is pretty inconsistent to do in the current state of the game. It used to actually be one of the most meta teams in the game, though it was very short-lived because it just kind of fell off due to the higher stats. As stats get higher, particularly durability becomes less viable. Because it's using like a magic gain boost ratio setup with that one other troop. Overall, I feel like it's pretty lackluster, Death Knight. Overall. Also, most of the benefit that you get from Death Knight, you have pretty much immediately without even upgrading it at all. Yeah, bounties is Friday. We will be doing that, of course, this Friday. We'll throw that down. And I should be... Oh, no, it's stealthy. What are you doing? Forgot the thing is stealthy. And it's dead. Give us our second niche of the day. You know you'll want to. Double Possessed King is pretty funny. With how many explosions it gets. Actually, did I even bother getting a second Possessed King yet? But it does get a lot of explosions. You can tell just by using it in raft teams how many explosions it would get, plus hero and everything. You can get an absurd amount of explosions. You use Double Possessed King plus raft plus hero using an explosion. You would get 7 explosions per extra turn skull. Which is absurdly high. Is it that viable? Not really. But it's pretty funny to look at. There we go. Almost level. So close yet so far. It looks like we'll be there for like the next 20 battles. It's like, oh, we're about to gain a level, and then we're about to gain a level, and then we're about to gain a level. And it just never gives us a level. How it feels like sometimes when the bar gets close. That's how it likes to be. That was a bit of a miss. Not as bad as the Wild Queen miss during Guild Wars. But still a miss nonetheless. I should have taken some of that red. Luckily, it still got full mana off of Cascade. Yeah, we'll grind the last of our mana to kill it out. But I thought you should just ran for double skull. Luckily, it was still there and we got it. Okay, final chest. And then we'll go run some Explore 3 to get the last little bit for our level. Just to quickly get that level. So if anyone still has any questions, let me know. Anything I missed? Let's see, we'll throw that down. Should be enough to kill. Yes, it is. Good. That'll be enough to wipe him out, hopefully. Oh, poor Scorpius. You're not going to be meta as of next week. It'll still be useful for some things, but his Urskia build will be nerfed heftily starting next week. Because then there'll be a troop that will have immune to poison in Urskia. And it'll be nerfed even more by the 10th weeks of campaigns, because then there'll be a second troop within that kingdom that will have immune. So it'll double fail. We'll go for Explore 3, why not? Where's my Rowan team? Rowan, where are you? There you are. I'm not even going to bother switching to armor. I believe we have enough damage even without the switch. Pretty sure we do. What do we go for? Let's take that for now. Full mana dead. There we go. And now I gotta do a billion battles until that thing moves an inch. You have a delve on level 250. Does the faction assault even start on that level? No. The way that levels work in factions is it's a percent based on the difficulty of the room. Tier 1 room is 50%. Tier 2 room, the rare room, is 60%. Ultra rare is 70% with the 3 over top of it. The 4 is epic for 80%. The legendary is 90%. And the blue one, which is only the final battle, is 100% stats. So, for example, the very first room that you're going to be on in a level 250 delve is going to be 125 stats. And then something like a rare room will be 60%, which is whatever 60% of 250 is. And so on and so forth, all the way until it goes to 100%, which will be the full 250. But that's the way it works. It's based on a percent. Going from 50 to 100%, starting from the lowest rarity of 1, going to highest rarity of the mythic room. Which is technically a 6, even though it doesn't have a 6 over top of it. That's the way that leveling works. So technically, if you're in a whatever the delve number is, let's say 250. The only room that will actually be 250 is the very final battle. Everything else within the delve will be a lower level. Only the final level would actually be the level of the delve, as far as the level of the troops. Meaning on a level 500 delve, you would actually have battles as weak as 250. Oh, you mean whenever a new event starts? Oh, it always starts at 20 at 2 times multiplier. Tuesday events will always start you at 20 at 2 times multiplier, regardless of how far you are into a delve. This is mostly to make it so it gives more loot. And also so that you'd have to spend more to actually go in and get all the packs as a gem sink. In your opinion, are there any good legendary troops at the moment? Can you do a video showing them? There's a lot of good legendary troops. Like, almost half of them are decent. And they've been adding a lot of really good delve ones, too. Some of the most recent really good ones are like Beatrix, Truffle, Mirage Queen. I guess Mirage Queen's somewhat recent. It was about a year and a half ago or so. Oh, we gained our level. Duh. I just realized like a couple of battles ago. It's like, wait, we're grinding to gain the level. We already gained our level. Let me put it into brown. There we go. Nice little level. 1569. Still got to get that shiny 1600 so we gain an additional stat. I want to do that by the end of the year, which we should be able to. Especially since we have like, what, 5 Vault events between then? So hopefully we'll get some pretty hefty Vault events and we'll be able to do that. But yeah, we got a little bit ways to go. Still another 31 levels, but should be able to get it done by the end of this year. I would assume. If we get one done every, what, 3 days, we'd easily get it done by then. Actually, we have like 4 days per level, technically. How many days are left in the year? Yeah, if we do one level every 4 days, I would still get it. So as long as we do 2 levels a week, we'll be on fine pacing to actually get it done by the end of the year then. We're almost there. So close yet so far. Are there delve troops brown that can be used in Guild War attack? No. I don't believe any brown delve troop is viable for Guild Wars. For other colors, yes. I don't believe brown has any. There's ones that create brown that are viable, but not actually specifically brown in coloration themselves. Oh, Queen Zachi. I'm not sure if you'd really use it for Guild Wars. It's kind of like an alternative Gorgolfa that isn't as tanky, but has a full AoE attached to it. But yeah, I guess Queen Zachi could work. Mountain Crusher with Queen Zachi actually isn't that bad, since you wouldn't be able to use her with Harpy Mage. You could only do that on Yellow Day. But on Brown Day, you can use Mountain Crusher into Queen Zachi, which wouldn't be too bad. It's a nice little full AoE option. It'd be bad against Submerge, but as long as you're not running like Frost Mage Submerge or something, it should be fine. It's not the greatest of options, but it would definitely work. The only problem with that is a lot of the other good options that are like legendary or so are like true damage related ones, and she gets physical damage. But she still gets a lot of value from her cast. Nice big full AoE damage while doing some mana accumulation. Pretty good combination. And you have a Brown Storm with her who ends up working out pretty nicely. Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every single night. We'll have some videos up very soon. Sorry that I haven't gotten around to it yet, but we will. Very, very soon, TM. And of course, this Friday we'll be doing the entirety of Bounty Hunter on a stream. That one I won't be doing a video for. We never really do videos for Bounty Hunters. It's almost the same thing every single time. We just go over it on stream. It's like literally the same team every time, just with like one troop switched out. Maybe at most 2 sometimes. But it's pretty similar most of the time. But we still want to go for it. Has some pretty good loot. Hopefully we'll get some shiny things from it. If nothing else, we'll be able to accumulate more orbs and hopefully get lucky off the vault keys and go from there. And that's the main thing that's happening this weekend. And of course tomorrow we have the class event for Death Knight. Not really that relevant though. And then next week we have campaign, bringing in a new troop. New troop's pretty useless, but we're getting that one epic troop that you, of course, you can see on the campaign thingy. Or assuming you have the pass, you do. Otherwise, you don't get it for like another several months, which is unfortunate with how they have that set up. But yeah, anyone who has that pass does get this useless troop. It deals damage to an enemy boosted by Doom Skulls, which is at a too small of a boost ratio to be viable, and it conjures a Doom Storm. You would never bother using this troop. It is completely dead content already. But that is what we get next week. As the final little loot right over there. And then the following week we get a hammer. The following week we get more copies of that troop. The following week we get some emojis. The following week we get more useless copies of that troop and more. And then finally we get Heart of Rage, which is a crafting material technically, and a useless troop that you would have to get off of Vault Keys at a later point, which would be very annoying because it's going to be like Cedric rarity kind of level. And then we have to get the only relevant thing, which is Karen Dare at the end. Eventually. But we still got like a whole another 8 weeks until then. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys soon. Have a wonderful week. And thank you all so much for watching, as always. Goodbye, everyone.